Yo, what up? It's me. I'm right here. And I'm doing this thing. So, this morning on YouTube, I watched two different videos. One video I watched was on the history of the character of Sabretooth in Marvel animated projects. Making sure Mabel doesn't wake up when she hears me talking. So the first video was a video about all these different appearances of Sabretooth throughout various Marvel animated projects. You know, Sabretooth, the X-Men villain.
I've been waiting for this a long time.
I got a weird fascination with Sabretooth and Wolverine. I don't know quite what it is. I know part of it is that I grew up in the woods in Western Canada, and so did Wolverine, and there's just... I've never read a really good Wolverine comic in my life. Most of them are pretty fucking terrible. Some of them have incredibly good art, and that's usually what saves them. And of course, Grant Morrison did some good work with the character, but it's weird. Wolverine and Sabretooth are two characters I have a mild fascination with, even though I haven't really read many good stories with them. I'm kind of the same way with Ghost Rider. There's a lot of Marvel comics I feel that way about. Anyway, so I'm watching this shit about Wolverine and Sabretooth. And it's interesting, and I can't help but notice how badly it's all written, and just, you know, these cartoons are terrible. They're just fucking terrible. X-Men cartoons are always terrible. I don't know why they have to be so bad. I don't know why they have to be so clumsily written. I've seen good cartoons. I've seen good action cartoons. Look at fucking Brock Sampson and Venture Brothers. Wolverine could be that fucking cool. Wolverine should be that fucking cool. But he's always fucking lame. I don't know who these guys are who write these fucking cartoons, but they're just so bad at it. They're so bad at it. They're just like, girl, I'm Wolverine. The funny thing is then I went, this is me, this is fucking classic Hank here. But like, yeah, so I watched some of that, and then I'm like, let's go watch that scene from The Wire when Brother Mouzone confronts Omar in the alley at night.
Pull it slowly. Then toss it.
Oh, I will move slow. I ain't tossing nothing. Bow tie. So whatever you're gonna do, you might as well go ahead and make it quick.
Because that's fucking badass. That's possibly one of the most badass fucking scenes in all of television. Because that's two of the most badass characters in all of television confronting each other. And it's so fucking cool. It's minimalistic. And yet it's so fucking cool. There's not a lot of dialogue said. It's just two dudes having a quick exchange. And every fucking word matters. Everything they say. And I watched that scene between Brother Mouzone and Omar, and I'm like, this is so fucking cool. This is the energy that a Sabretooth Wolverine confrontation should have. I want to feel this. I want to feel like two bad motherfuckers are running up against each other in a dark alley. Two fucking killers who don't give a fuck about nothing except their own particular code of honor and ethics. Is that a burp or a cough? I can't tell. It was a burp. I'm really into the Marvel Universe. I can't fucking avoid that. But I also can't avoid the fact that I was like 16 or 17 in, 96, 97. So I was very impacted by the way that Marvel attempted to transition to an older readership. I was part of that readership that was growing up with it. So a lot of that stuff like Bendis' Daredevil, Morrison's X-Men, when Brian K. Vaughan was doing The Hood, when Garth Ennis started doing The Punisher, and specifically The Punisher Max. For me, that's my ideal Marvel Universe. I don't want it to be fun, frivolous shit for kids. I like adult graphic storytelling featuring sci-fi characters. Not fucking superheroes, but just like people with sci-fi abilities who might happen to attempt to be superheroes, but that's just part of the fucking backdrop for telling cool human sci-fi stories. I think I said when I sat down to do this, or I was thinking in my head when I hit the fucking record button on this thing, like, I don't really know what I have to say right now. All I know is that I went from watching scenes with Sabretooth and Wolverine to watching one of my favorite scenes with fucking Brother Mouzone and Omar. And I feel a comparison, or I feel like if I were a really smart writer, which sometimes I'm really going through some struggling about who I am as a creative right now, and like what I'm doing with my life and my writing. This is me typing, writing. This is my writing. What am I doing with it? Where am I going with it? I don't know. But I can't help but notice that, like, I'm fucking fascinated with both all these fucking Marvel characters and then like all this fucking literature or like media shit like The Sopranos and The Wire and True Detective and Fargo and all this true crime shit, all this grounded realistic stuff, and then these other types of stories, and I don't know, man. I see a connection there. I don't know quite what it is. This R-rated Marvel universe I want. This world where I can't help thinking about stories with fucking Sabretooth and Wolverine sometimes of like, man, what if these were well told? What if these were like character-driven stories that were well written, like The Wire is? Could you do that with Sabretooth and fucking Wolverine? Deep down inside, I think you could. I think you'd tell fucking incredible stories with these characters, and it doesn't fucking matter that they've got like fucking adamantium claws and fucking bullshit like that. Like, that's just cool shit that happens. That's the cool fucking cars they drive around in. You can still tell awesome, good stories with them. It doesn't have to be childish bullshit. It doesn't have to be that way. The dialogue doesn't have to be that bad. It could be good. What would happen if you took good dialogue and put it in the mouths of characters like Sabretooth and Wolverine, man? I think you could have something really fucking cool. Instead, generally what we wind up with is kind of stupid, and then I look like the asshole for dreaming it to be better because it sucks in the first place, right? There's so many people who are just like, Sabretooth and Wolverine, those characters suck. And you're right, they do. They fucking do. They've never been in good comics, they've never been in good stories, and they've never been well written. They just haven't been, and I'm sorry about that. But the potential is there, and it fucking haunts me. It haunts me, this is going to get a little personal here, but it haunts me like my own fucking potential. It's like I can hear half of these stories, like when I'm experiencing this stuff, when I'm watching part of the cartoon and part of the show, I can see this thing. And I guess it's my fucking responsibility to be trying to write this stuff down and to be trying to create it. I don't know, man. Maybe that's what my creative impulse is. I don't know. All I know is I wonder sometimes why some of our media can't be better than it is when some of our media is so fucking good. Why can't the X-Men be as well written as The Wire? All it takes is time and effort and a willingness to tell a good story. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know what I'm trying to really say. But it's just where my fucking head's at right now, and it's what I'm thinking about. So I thought I'd share it with you. That's real fucking useful of me, wasn't it? Well, at least we got to share this time together.
Omar listening.
I hope you're having a good day. Hope I'm having a good day, too.